Why would anyone drop $4,300 or even $31 million on something that fits in the palm of your hand and doesn't even make a phone call? Because for the world's elite, a watch isn't just a way to tell time. It's a crown you wear on your wrist. It's history, power, and a silent signal that you've arrived. Some are built from rare metals mined halfway across the globe. Others hide microscopic engines so complex they take years, sometimes decades, to complete. And a few are so exclusive, you'll never even see one outside of a billionaire's vault. Today, we're counting down the 10 most expensive watch dynasties ruling the world right now. From royal court classics to futuristic machines straight out of a science fiction dream. And trust me, the closer we get to number one, the more insane the price tags and the stories become. Without further ado, let's get started. Number 10. Jaeger-LeCoultre. We start our journey in the icy valleys of Switzerland, where in 1833 a young watchmaker named Antoine Lecoultre decided to do the impossible. He shrunk the beating heart of a mechanical watch down to the size of a pinhead. That obsession with precision gave birth to Jaeger-LeCoultre, or JLC, a brand that's been ticking on the wrists of legends for nearly 2 centuries. Charlie Chaplin wore one in the golden days of silent film. Elton John chose a diamond-studded version for his 2023 farewell tour. Their most famous creation? The Reverso, a watch whose face flips over to reveal a steel shield, originally designed so polo players could gallop into the chaos without smashing their crystal. It's an invention from 1931 that still feels futuristic today. Inside the JLC workshops, you'll find artisans hunched over microscopes, threading gears thinner than a human hair. Every tick is the sound of hundreds of years of tradition, and at just over $4,000 for the classic model, it's the most affordable entry into this trillionaire's club. But affordable is a relative term, and our next brand doesn't do subtle, it does spectacle. Number 9. Jacob & Co. If Jaeger-LeCoultre is refined elegance, Jacob & Co. is pure theater. Founded in 1986 by Jacob Arabo, a teenager fresh off the streets of New York, this brand didn't just enter the watch world, it crashed the gates with diamonds blazing. His watches are less about blending in and more about owning every room you walk into. Take the Astronomia, a $1.2 million mechanical galaxy trapped under a crystal with planets spinning in orbit as the hours tick by. Or the Bugatti Chiron Tourbillon, a $300,000 masterpiece with a miniature W16 engine that actually runs every time you wind it. For Jacob, celebrity isn't an accident, it's part of the blueprint. Conor McGregor flexed an $18 million diamond-encrusted billionaire watch after a UFC win. Hip-hop legends wear his designs like championship belts. Even his entry-level Epic X skeleton starts at $5,000 and still manages to look like something pulled from a sci-fi blockbuster. This isn't timekeeping, it's performance art for your wrist. And if you think that's over the top, wait until you see the brand that took watchmaking beneath the ocean's surface and made billionaires want to dive in. Number 8. Blancpain. From the flashing lights of New York to the dark, silent depths of the ocean. Blancpain isn't just old, it's ancient in watchmaking terms. Founded in 1735, it's the oldest surviving watch brand in the world, and it wears that crown with quiet confidence. Their claim to fame? The 50 Fathoms. Born in 1953, it wasn't just the first true dive watch, it was a 300-meter water-sealed fortress that redefined underwater exploration. It's been on the wrists of professional divers, military units, and even director James Cameron during his record-breaking ocean expeditions. Step inside a Blancpain workshop, and you'll see why collectors lose their minds. Moon phase dials that glow like a lunar eclipse, bezels polished to perfection, and mechanical movements that hum like submarine engines. And while the entry point sits at around $13,000, rare editions, like their hand-built carousel complications, can fetch over $1 million at auction. Blancpain isn't flashy, it doesn't shout. It whispers in the kind of voice that makes even the loudest billionaire lean in to listen. Number 7. Breguet. If Blancpain was the deep-sea king, Breguet was the watchmaker to actual kings. Founded in 1775 by Abraham Louis Breguet, this Parisian workshop crafted timepieces for Marie Antoinette, Napoleon Bonaparte, and the European elite. These weren't just watches, they were royal ransom in gold and gears. Breguet's genius gave us the tourbillon, a gravity-defying mechanism that keeps a watch ticking perfectly, even in motion. 2 centuries later, it's still one of the most prized complications in horology. Their designs are unmistakable. Blued steel hands shaped like crescent moons, intricate guilloche dials engraved by hand, and cases that feel more like jewelry than machinery. The Classique 5177 starts at $15,000, but their most legendary creation, the Marie Antoinette pocket watch, took over 40 years to complete and fetched an estimated $30 million at auction. And in the modern era, Breguet still courts the spotlight. Rihanna rocked a custom rose gold Breguet at the 2024 Met Gala, making 18th century elegance look like high fashion. But while Breguet's watches belong in a palace, our next brand built its empire on the basketball court and turned steel into a luxury revolution. Number 6. Audemars Piguet. Born in the Swiss Jura Mountains in 1875, AP didn't just follow the luxury rules, they rewrote them. Their defining moment came in 1972 with the Royal Oak, a stainless steel watch priced higher than most gold watches at the time. Critics thought they were insane until it became a global icon. The Royal Oak's octagonal bezel, visible screws, and integrated bracelet shattered the idea that luxury had to look delicate. It was bold, industrial, and unapologetically different, the kind of watch you could wear with a tuxedo or on a yacht deck in Saint-Tropez. Starting prices hover around 20 grand, but certain Royal Oak offshore and concept models, especially those iced out in diamonds, can push well past the $1 million mark. And if you think that's hype, look at the wrists of LeBron James, Jay-Z, and Serena Williams, all AP loyalists. In 2024, AP made headlines again by partnering with Marvel for a Black Panther tourbillon that sold out instantly, flipping in the secondary market for triple the price. But while Audemars Piguet built its throne in modern culture, our next brand didn't chase trends. It built timeless beauty that has barely changed in over 180 years. Number 5. FP Journe. In a world dominated by century-old giants, FP Journe proves you don't need 300 years to make history. Founded in 1999 by François-Paul Journe himself, this brand produces fewer than 800 watches a year, making each piece feel less like a product and more like a personal invitation into an exclusive club. The chronometer Blow, with its deep, mesmerizing dial, has become one of the most sought-after modern classics. But perhaps the crown jewel of Journe's genius is the resonance dual movement, a feat of engineering where 2 balance wheels beat in perfect harmony, enhancing accuracy in a way that almost feels like watchmaking magic. Even with such a short history, the brand's allure has reached the wrists of Hollywood royalty, Benedict Cumberbatch being one of its most notable admirers. But as rare as these watches are, the next brand on our list, some names are so old they've been crafting perfection for nearly 300 years. Number 4. Vacheron Constantin. Imagine a company so dedicated to perfection that it's been refining its craft since before the United States even existed. Founded in 1755, Vacheron Constantin is not only one of the oldest watchmakers in the world, it's also a proud member of the legendary Holy Trinity of watchmaking, alongside Patek Philippe and Audemars Piguet. Their creations are more than timekeepers, they're feats of mechanical poetry. Take the Ref 57260, for instance, a pocket watch with 57 complications and a jaw-dropping $10 million price tag. It's not just expensive, it's a universe of watchmaking brilliance packed into a single masterpiece. Even Hollywood has taken notice. Ryan Reynolds has been spotted wearing their elegant designs, proof that Vacheron Constantin speaks the language of both tradition and modern style. But if Swiss heritage is impressive, wait until you see what happens when German precision meets staggering price tags. Number 3. A. Lange & Söhne. Some brands chase trends, but this one quietly perfects its craft until every detail is flawless. Founded in 1845 in the small town of Glashütte, Germany, A. Lange & Söhne has built a reputation for unmatched precision and restrained elegance. While the Swiss dominate luxury watchmaking, this German powerhouse stands apart with its own distinct personality, one rooted in meticulous craftsmanship and understated prestige. Signature creations like the Saxonia Thin and Datograph showcase the brand's dedication to clean design and mechanical mastery. But when they choose to go all out, they create marvels like the Grand Complication, a watch so complex it takes an entire year to make and commands a price tag to match. With extremely limited production, every timepiece feels less like a purchase and more like joining an exclusive circle of collectors who value engineering perfection over flashy branding. And yet, even this level of craftsmanship must step aside, because our runner-up is the crown jewel of Swiss tradition. Number 2. Patek Philippe. Founded in 1839 in Geneva, Patek Philippe isn't just a watch brand, it's a dynasty. Their slogan says it all. You never actually own a Patek Philippe, you merely look after it for the next generation. And that's not just clever marketing, it's reality. These watches are built to outlive their owners. Patek's strength lies in creating timepieces that balance pure elegance with mind-bending complexity. The Calatrava is the definition of understated luxury, while the Grand Complications line packs in features like perpetual calendars, minute repeaters, and celestial charts, all inside a case no thicker than a coin. Entry-level models start around $30,000, but rare Pateks dominate auction records. In 2019, the Grandmaster Chime 6300A sold for $31 million, making it the most expensive wristwatch ever sold. This quiet prestige attracts a certain type of owner, not just celebrities like Brad Pitt or Paul McCartney, but also royals and billionaires who see them as wearable heirlooms. In 2024, Patek Philippe surprised collectors with the Nautilus Moon Phase in green, instantly flipping for triple retail on the secondary market. It was another reminder that Patek isn't chasing trends. Trends chase Patek. Number 1. Richard Mille. If Panerai is built for war, Richard Mille is built for another planet. Launched in 2001, Richard Mille didn't care about tradition. He tore up the rulebook. Instead of crafting delicate dress watches, he built futuristic machines that look like they belonged in a Formula One cockpit or on the wrist of a space pilot. Think titanium skeletonized movements, tourbillons floating in midair, and cases made from space-age composites like carbon TPT and quartz TPT, materials used in aerospace and racing. And these aren't just for show. A Richard Mille can survive G-forces so intense, pro athletes like Rafael Nadal actually wear them during matches. The designs are unapologetically bold. Tonneau-shaped cases, exposed screws, and see-through mechanics that let you watch every heartbeat of the movement. Each piece is like wearable architecture, blending art and engineering into one impossible-to-ignore package. The price of entry? Around 80 grand. And that's for the simpler models. Limited editions, like the RM5602 made of sapphire crystal, can push past $2 million. For some, Richard Mille is the ultimate status flex. For others, it's proof that the future of watchmaking is only just beginning. In the end, whether you dream of deep-sea adventures, royal banquets, or futuristic speed, the perfect timepiece isn't just about telling time, it's about telling your story. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Ranking Facts, and tap the notification bell so you never miss out on more fascinating facts and top rankings coming your way.